So we have seen yesterday that the how to create the tab, and the while creation, how we can control the visibility. The part which is remaining, that is the the once we have created the tab, and we have the we have use it for after some time, if we want to change the visibility. So that is something we will discuss in a later on. So we have the tabs of the custom object, the visual force tab, the light web tab, lightning component tab. So these all are the have their own purposes. The like the when we are creating the custom object, and we want to the make our tab. I mean when you want to make our object to hold a tab, you know so that our tab can the hold the custom object, and can make it visible for the user. Then we use the custom object tab. When we have the web page, and we want to make it that it should be held by a tab, so that will be the web tab. Same is for the visual force and lightning pages tab. Okay, so now we have the fields, and as yesterday we have seen that the object it contains these set of fields with the different data type. So that means if I'm trying to put so if I'm trying to put the data according to the I mean, like for example, if there's a phone number, so we should provide the phone number. If there's a the text, so we should provide the text, like for the name and etc. So for all these the types has been defined. So same way, the this is the the type will all fields will have a defined data. Okay, so there are the two types of a field. One is the standard, and second one is the custom. So when we talk about the standard fields means that is the provided by the Salesforce as a default. Now these fields can be removed from page layout, that we will discuss about the page layout, if not marked as required. Okay, these fields cannot be deleted. Correct? Now again the API. So for these fields, I mean these are the standard fields. Okay, so The field label is address. The field name is address. Annual revenue. So the field name is revenue. So whenever we will use it, I mean in the formula or in any of the the programming, this is the API. These will be the API of the field. So whatever you will see in, below the field name will be the API of the field. But this is not the the case of the custom. In the custom, is the custom field. API name is field name underscore C. These fields can be deleted. So that means you have the power to create it, to delete it. Now, if you have the notice that when we have the created the custom object, at that time there were these the certain fields available, like the that last modified, created by, created date, correct? So those all fields are the standard fields which we will get every time when we create the custom object, and these are known as the audit fields. Okay, any problem in this?
No, Prashant.
So let's see how we can create. So to create the the field, we have to go into force.com, then the field, then these are the standard fields which I'm getting, created by, last modified, owner, the so these all are the audit fields. Okay, now here in the custom field I don't have any custom field. That means any the field is not available. I am creating the one field now, and let's say I'm creating the text type. So this is the the data type I have to select. Then I have to the check the data type, the description, and the purpose of the the what this field provides you is written here. Then you have to click on the next. You have to give the name of the, sorry, so you have to click give the the field label here. Length you can set. Okay, now this is the again, if you want to make the the I mean, whenever the person will see the the field. So if you want to give some description so that that anyone can understand that what is the purpose of this field. Help test help test is something, when you have, if you have seen that there's an eye the icon is there, and when you bring your mouse there, there's a help text open. If you want to make it require, that means the whenever you are creating the record, so the data should be marked required, then you can make it during the creation. During the creation, if you will make it required, then this will be the globally the required. That means even if you are inserting the data through the data loader, that time as well you have to provide data to this field, otherwise we will get the error. Now this is unique. Unique means whether you want to make your field understand as a case sensitive or the case insensitive, so that you can decide from here. And the next, so the description is here, API name is here. So it is marked as required now, because when I created the field, it is marked as required, and I'm bringing my cursor to the the icon, so it gives a the please use it for hint. That means the data which I have inserted for for the purpose of understanding that why this field is uh, has been created. So you know because this field I have created during uh, during the creation, I have marked as required. So this is globally required. Okay. So this is very important when somebody asks you that if I am creating a field and at that time I have marked a field as required, then what is the purpose? So you have to simply say that if I am creating a field and I am marking it as a required, then even if I am inserting the data through data loader, so that time as well the field have to, I mean, the data should be provided to that field, otherwise we will get the error. Okay.
Okay.
Any doubt till here?
No, Prashant.
So now there is one. I'm creating one more. The field of type picklist. So this is the label I have provided, and the I have to provide my own values here. So I'm providing the
Prashant, what is picklist?
my data of the pick list here. Okay. Again, I have the I'm not providing now the data. I mean the description and the help text now, and I will click on the next. So one more the field is available, and that is a city. So I get the data here. Now the important thing is that, let's say, if you want to make some changes in the pick list, you want to make some addition in a value, or some you want to delete some value, so you have to simply, so your value is available now here. If you will check, it is available. Now if you want to to make it any value you want to make it deactivate, so now it is in inactive state, and here we don't have any Chennai. If you want to make it active, then make it active, and here we have the value as Chennai. So if you want to to make some permanent deletion, then you can make a permanent deletion. Then if you want to make the the change in any of the value, then you can make it like New Delhi and New Delhi. Okay. So this is how you can create the fields. Now the one more property especially for the pick list, the Salesforce gives, that is the dependent pick list. So dependent pick list means you can make your pick list dependent of any other pick list or checkbox. Parent, the child pick list will always be a custom pick list. That means that in any of the case, it is not possible to make the standard pick list as a child pick, I mean as a the child, or you can say that is controlled by some other pick list. So the standard pick list will be always be a parent. That means the pick list will be the uh, controlling the second pick list, and the second pick list will always be a the custom. There's no possibility that you can to make the standard field controllable by any other field. I mean any other the pick list field. So let's see how we make it. So right now we have the one field city, and I'm making it now a country. So before that, let me add some value here. So first I have to create one more pick list, country. So right now when I just select any of the country, there is there is nothing happening in the this particular pick list. So what I want is that when I select the India, so all the the Indian cities should come. Only Indian cities should come in as a the option. When I select the USA, so the only uh, the states of USA should come, like California, New York, Florida. Then when I select the the Australia, so the Sydney should come. So let me make it how that we can make it this thing. So let's go on the the click on the field dependencies and click new. So the controlling and depending. So that is what I'm trying to say, that the whenever you will make a dependent pick list, so the dependent field you know will never be a standard pick list. So you will select the here as a city, sorry, the country, because from the country you have to get the cities. Continue. Now you here we have the so cities available. So we will include, and we will the include the cities for India, include city for the Australia, include for the Australia, sorry, the USA. So how I will make it, I will simply click on the Hyderabad, include, and when I have a multiple, so I will use a shift and the left, the sorry, shift and the left, the button of my mouse, include values. Okay. Now in Australia, I have Sydney, include values. For USA, I have the California, New York, Florida. So include values. And before we save it finally, let's preview it, that how the it look like. I mean whether it is the desired as per our requirement or not, for testing purpose. So we have, okay, for Australia we have, for USA we have, and then we can click on close here because our testing is successful. If you have some more value, so you can click on the next here. This will be enabled for you. Previous, this will be enabled for you, and the view all, then click on the save. Okay, now this is something, is giving a data that okay, this is the controlling field, this is the dependent field, and if you know the if you will see in your the force.com and the view fields, then you will be able to see that okay, this is my the city, it's a type is a pick list, and who is controlling is the country. Now country is again a pick list. So now it is disabled initially. Okay, depends on country. So it is giving you information that why it is uh, why it is disabled. So because it is dependent on countries. So let me select India, then I have the all these states. If I select the Australia, then I have the Sydney. Then if I select the the USA, then I have the all these. Okay, now let's make it the dependent of checkbox, because you can make the the pick list dependent on only the two the field types. One is the the checkbox, and the another one is the pick list. Nice. Please select. So right now the I have a simple checkbox, and this checkbox will be you know like this. But what I'm going to do, if I will be going to check this, so my country should be enabled, otherwise this should be disabled. So I'm making this the checkbox as a parent of country, and the country as a parent of the city. If checked, then these options should be available. If unchecked, then no option should be available. Same I will do here. Let's test it. It is disabled. If I will click on the check, then it is available. Then I will click on close here and save. So now everything is these two fields are disabled, because we all know the city is dependent on country. So and now the country is dependent on this particular field, which is the relocation finalized. If the relocation is finalized, then only we should get the country option. And when we are selecting the country option, then we should get the city option. So dependent on relocation finalized. So when I click on this, now I am getting this India, and see it becomes the like this. Correct. Now let's see. We have the rating. Okay. So if I try to make this particular, because this is a standard pick list, if I try to make this particular rate the field as a dependent of any custom pick list field, then this will give me the error that this is not possible. Let's see if I have some pre-built custom field. Okay, so I have the product interest here. See, I don't get the option of the field here. The rating is my standard field, and I don't get the option. But if I go with the the rating, and if I want to the make it the product interest, then I get the option. Okay, so this is something is you can't make it the standard field as a the the dependent pick list. So with this we have understood how to create the field. Now the your task is to create the the different data types field. Try to the create the dependent pick list, so that you have the understanding and a kind of the understanding of the project. Also you get an idea that okay, sorry, but that okay, that if I have to create some record, and the I have to make the something related to the transportation, so or the relocation assistance we when the companies give. So this is kind of the structure we can create. Okay, so now we have the the another topic, that is user. So the very first day when we they created our org, I mean the license, when we created our the our user in the developer edition, we have provided some some sort of a data. And as soon as we get the email from the Salesforce that your credentials are ready, you can log in into the org. So we became a user. Correct. So what is user? So user means any person who have valid username and password is known as user. Okay, that means anyone, because now whenever you log in into the Salesforce, you provide your username and the password. So the for any user creation, we have a certain things which is very much required. And these are, we have to give the last name. I will show you how. We have to give the alias, profile, license, role which is optional, email, nickname. So how we will go? We will be, clicking on the setup, then manage user and user. So if you will simply write it the user here, you will get the option of the manage user, and in this you can click on the new user. So while creating the user, you have to give the, this is a must, as a must. You have to create the last name, alias, email, username, nickname. Role is optional, license, and the profile. Okay. So for example, if I, they create the user as a Mahesh, and email ID, that should be, the valid email ID that, the on which, I mean, if you forgot the password, so for a communication purpose of the user. So Mahesh, what can you send me your email ID on chat? Hello.
I'm sending Prashant.
Okay.
Done, Prashant.
Yes, I got it. So again, the username I will be providing in the format of the, the email, and I will be writing as anything like, the dev v1. Nickname I can change according to, my me. I can user one. Okay. License, I will go for this is for platform, and this one. We have a less than 1 minute for the meeting, so let's rejoin this meeting again. So I'm creating the one user, and the my last name is the Mahesh, and then the alias I provided. So though, the role is the marked as required, but I'm not providing the role, because this is the optional, and rest all it is good. Okay, so let's create it. So this is, the one of my user I have created uh, with the name of the Mahesh. The details I have provided. Mahesh, you might have, received an email.
Checking, Prashant.
Sorry.
I'm checking.
Okay.
Yes, Prashant, I got it.
You got it. Okay. So this is the
Yeah.
same process now. Then you will click on that link, and then you will be able to log in. Okay.
Yeah.
But not as a system administrator. Till now, you know, uh, we, I mean, you got a, you were logging into the Salesforce as system administrator. System administrator is a super user. That means have the all power to, the he can create the, the field. He can delete the field. He can do anything means you will, the understand this thing more into details. uh, but for now, system administrator is a super user. But now I have not created it your login as a, the super user. So I mean, as system administrator, your profile is standard platform user. Okay. So let's understand the one by one these things. So first thing is, You have seen, that the what is the the requirement to create the user. I mean, what are the fields are required? So let's understand these things, and also the meaning of the freeze, active, and reset password. So let's the start with this. For example, the right now I am a system administrator. Okay. For example, okay, here Mahesh, you are the employee in my company, and you try to log in into the Salesforce, and somehow you're not able to. It is giving you the password, the wrong password something.
Mhm.
So you have the two options. One is either you can the simpler way, that is the you can forgot your password option. You can use your forgot password option, and you can you can change your password, or you will come to the system administrator, that is uh, me. You will ask me that I want to my the password to be resetted. I'm unable to log in, because I am a system administrator. I will simply go into the setup, and then the manage user, and I will click on this, and will reset password. Okay. Now this option is for the, if I have to if I have the multiple users to and I want to reset the password for all, or for a single password. Okay. The other option is, I will go here, and I will click the reset password. Okay. Now let's say, because the today's business is something which is rely on the data only. Okay. So nobody want, no company wants to make a the I mean, take a chance to lose the data, or this allow some employee to tamper the data. So Mahesh is on the education, on the he wants to go for the higher studies, and that's the reason he is on the education leave for 6 months. But he is the employee of our company. So what I will do, I will simply click on the freeze button. When I click on the freeze button, Mahesh will not be able to log in with his user ID and the password. Okay, Mahesh will not be able to. As soon as he rejoins the company, he have to come to me, and I will unfreeze it. Now, this is the one thing. Another thing is, now Mahesh has resigned from the organization, and you know we are occupying the license. So what I will do, in a, because Salesforce do not allow to delete any user. If you will see, here there is no option of deleting the user. Hmm. What happened? Hello.
Yes, Prashant.
Okay, I think the room is taking time. Okay, so meanwhile, so there is no option of the deleting the user. So we have the option of making the user as deactivate. Okay, so what you will do is, as you have seen the we were on to the detail page of the user Mahesh. We will click on the edit sign, and in the edit sign, after clicking on the edit, we will simply remove the check of active. So with this, the Mahesh uh, you know will be deactivate from the org, and this with this he will not be able to log in from the from his user ID and password, as well as the license which was consumed by the the during the the I mean the login, I mean the credential of the Mahesh will also get free. So this is the meaning of the freeze and deactivate. I think my system got hanged. So we will continue tomorrow. I think there's some problem with the I'm not able to operate it anything. Okay, so we will continue tomorrow the further topics. Please try to the practice whatever we have discussed today. Okay. So see, can you see the screen?
Yeah.
And parallelly, because I have not clicked anything. I'm first of all I'm clicking on the cancel. Okay. So still the Mahesh is an active the user for in my org, and I'm going to open the company information for you, where you can the check each and everything related to the Salesforce. So the this is the org name which I have created, everything. So first of all, let me take you there. So we were using the license as Salesforce platform, and in the Salesforce platform right now you are able to see that there are total 3 licenses available. Used is 1, remaining is 2. Now I want to make it free for the after deactivating the Mahesh, because Mahesh is no longer the employee of my company. So I will be simply the making it deactive. So meanwhile it is loading. So company information is is the detail of the company. Okay, where you get the organization name. The For you, if you will check the company information, that will be Salesforce. Primary contact will be of your name. The everything of that. It's Salesforce org ID is a something is a unique for every org, by which the Salesforce understand and find that okay, this is the org and this is the ID. It is like the Aadhaar card for the all the citizens of the India. Okay, how much space is left, how much spaces you have used, everything. Okay, so now I'm making it deactive. Deactivating user, remove them all the delegate groups and sharing privileges. The following page prompts you to remove this user from any team. You can still transfer this user record to active users and view the username under manage user. Now it is deactive, and let's see what the Salesforce platform licenses number says. Total licenses, 3, used 0, remaining 3. Okay, so that's the the main difference of the freeze and the deactivate. Okay, you cannot delete the user at any time, you cannot. Okay, so tomorrow we will connect and we will discuss more about the what is the meaning of the role, what is the meaning of the the profile, what's the meaning of the user licenses, and then we will go further according to the topics. Okay.